Lost Boys. It was one of my favorite um, vampire movies. Takeaway Blade. I think it was in the 80s. And one of the things, or what was shown in that film, was that for the vampires had to be invited into your house before they became activated. So if you didn't invite them in, they couldn't come in. And it's the same thing. It's kind of like with these cretins that do sacrifices, these cretins that are pulling the wool over or the sheep or the sheeple, you know, taking these oaths and, you know, everything's rigged. So they have to, they're slaves obviously to their higher uppers. So they have to now promote whatever's on the list of things. Let's call that the agenda. I know this video might get shadow banned. I'm probably already shadow banned anyway. And so it's kind of like they have to do these hand gestures and signs and symbolisms, so it's in front of your face. That is basically the contracts. That's the, like, one of the stipulations, one of the points that they have to tell you or put it in your face. The music artist, is it called The Weekend, and he was having a gig and the words came up in red behind you. The demonic words came up. Not even going to say it. He repeat those words here in his gig. So they're showing you in your face who they are and what they're doing. And it harks back to, it reminded me of a time when I was hanging out with these two people, these two girls, and one of them who I ended up having some sort of, like, we sort of hung out together for a while. As a joke, one of the very first things she said when we first started speaking was, "I'm going to take your soul. I'm going to steal your soul," as a joke. But the thing is, she meant it, and I saw the pink flags, because before they became red flags, and I got her out of there. Just like the boxers say, I had to get her out of there quick. I had to get her out of there. They have to tell you, it's like it's in their rules or their contract to give it validity with their master Lucy. They're all little minions, isn't it? They have to actually tell you first that they're gonna set you up, they're gonna trap you, they're gonna expose you. Sometimes when you hear me listing all these words, this is the glossary of terms. You know, I've fully studied this topic. I've spent years, months. I even still from time to time research or revise, watch the videos, just to keep me topped up. Yeah, because this whole topic is, there's a glossary of terms, like, just to describe them, because they all do the same thing. Nothing new under the sun. Duality, you know, it's literally the sum of one. So there's, for every, like, out of two people, one person's gonna be on the dark. Yeah, they have to show you, they have to indirectly tell you, you know, they can't bear good fruit. That's in the Bible. You know, they can't bear good fruit. You could be talking to someone and they just show you one behavior, one petulance, you know, where you're just having a small talk or you disagree and they just give you a small little punch, but it's just a joke. But it's not a joke. They're just literally showing you what's to come. This is the women. This is a little what they do. Or, you know, leave your text on red and respond like 9 hours later. Yeah. In 2024, people can't not watch their phones for more than 3 or 4 hours. Literally, there's literally no excuse unless you're in a car crash. Even if you say you're at work, but your phone has been checked every 2 seconds, half an hour, every 20 every 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you know what I mean. You're like the president of the United States or the prime minister. Literally, there is literally no reason to. There's no reason to stonewall people, to ghost or giving you a little teaser ghost, like a little mini ghosting, mini little shelving. That's what they do, these people, these cretins. They do what's called a shelving. So they may love bomb you, get you all riled up, make you feel like you're the best thing in the world, and then they'll just ignore you for like a few weeks, few months while they're playing with their other toy. And then when they come back with a text message and act like nothing happened. So you have to know the games they play, man. It's the same little pen. They all got the same book. They bought the same book when they were children. Their father Lucy gave it to them, and they play the same games out of the same book. So when you see these little games, like, you can't. It's very hard to not identify that once you can see, once you've trained once you've got the knowledge, once you've seen it, once it's happened to you, once you've been discarded, once you've been in a narcissistic abusive relationship, once you've been a TI, because these characters, they know who you are, they gang up on you, they research you, they stalk you. Even as I'm recording this, there'll be someone just happen to be on the video. When I leave my house, someone will just happen to be leaving their house at the same time. When you're in the grocery store, someone just happens to walk in that you see around. When you're in the gym, someone that's always next to you just happens to be there. Oh, it's a coincidence. They literally have people, little flying monkeys, again, glossary of terms, people who work for them, giving information, because information is access. They want access to you. They show you that you're not nothing, so you now treat them as nothing. You get rid of them, and then they start stalking you, following you, trying to gather as much information, so they still got access to you. So they'll say to you, oh, I never want to speak to you ever again, but then they'll make a fake dummy account. They'll be in your Instagram, they'll be online on your website, on your SoundCloud. They'll be if you do a product, they go and buy it. It's fine just to get a piece of you. Like, these people are really sick. They tell everybody not to deal with you, and then they'll be walking past your house. You look out your window, they just happen to be outside on that road. There's lots of different roads that are adjacent you could use to get to the main road, but they will make sure they walk directly past your house. Yo. Nah, man. Yeah, they all do the same thing. They all tell you. I just had to just shoot this quickly because I remembered about that particular person. She told me straight off the bat. Sometimes it could be someone that you're doing business with, and they're like, yo, I'm gonna rob you, I'm gonna take everything I can from you. They literally have to tell you straight up. If not, what they sometimes do, they'll say what they don't do, and what they're telling you they don't do is what they will do. So, oh, I don't cheat, I never lie, I never do this, and whatever they say to you is the complete opposite. It's like backwards. Or they might be telling you, oh, you're so fun, you're such a interesting person, you're so like so much good energy, and what they're really trying to tell you is like, you're boring, they don't like you, They're just like switch it opposite. And remember, these people, they have literally nothing to give you. They're empty. They're a big bucket with a hole, and the hole is literally everything you put in just falls out the bottom of them. They're really broken people. They trick you by showing you yourself, so you think you found someone that's like you, kindred spirit. They're into the same stuff as you. They're fun, they like to try things. They're empathetic or whatever. But what is like, you're falling for your own reflection, right? And then you start acting, oh my god, I found someone who's just like me. Oh, they don't judge. Oh, they find all your weak spots, and then they'll present them to you. They'll turn around after 6 months or a year, say you're the one that dragged everyone down, you're the one that was the bad person. But if you make a list of your life and their life, of like before you met them and you met them, you would have, all your metrics, everything would have gone down, whereas theirs would have either stayed the same or gone up. So because they steal your identity. So if you're someone who collects antique books, when you're with them, you will stop collecting your antique books, so your collection will drop. If you buy records, you will stop buying records. You will not keep up with the records that's coming out. You will not keep up with your research of old records. If you practice archery, just putting this out from anywhere, and you've got like a very good accuracy, or even shooting at a firing range, and your accuracy is good because you practice all the time. As soon as you start hanging out with them, your accuracy level rating goes down. You, even if you're playing just a normal game on FIFA, the game that you play, your Call of Duty, your level goes down, your money goes down. They start using your money when they got their own money. Your money goes down. If you got a house, you become homeless. You start paying for them. That you get evicted. You have a job. You start showing up late. Your job now doesn't become priority. You lose your job. Your reputation is gone. They start talking bad, smear campaign, everything they cause. Create scenarios so you react. That's reactive abuse. And then they say, "Oh, you did something to them." They call the police on you. They expose you. If you might do like so much good to your community, so much good, and you've got one or two things that you have to improve on. Those one or two things that you have to improve on is what they will tell everyone. They will make those things magnified. They're just a very jealous, very, very broken people. You need to stay away from them. If they leave and come back, that's called a Hoover. Don't answer the Hoover. This message that I'm gonna post, or that is on my thumbnail, is a Hoover. It's one of these little devils. They're just trying to test the temperature, but they come with different numbers. You get, because I know that whenever I've had a discard, they wait a bit, and then I just start getting phone calls, texts from weird numbers. It's them. It's these cretins. Anyway, I just want to holler at you real quick.